What up? I started mining cryptocurrency. Let's check it out. What up? Welcome back, Digital Slang. So today a little different video. I'm going to share my new experience with crypto mining. I decided to build a rig. I'm going to start building out a whole farm. And over time, really get into it. And I know things will change, later on in the year with mining Ethereum, and next year it will be a lot different than it is today. But I wanted to give it a try. I have been really invested into investing into crypto as well as stocks. So I wanted to give this a try as well. Now, we all know, and if you don't know, buying a graphics card right now is very difficult, almost impossible. And it's even more difficult to get it at retail. So spoiler alert, I did overpay for these GPUs, and I do not recommend doing that. I just was fortunate enough to have some cash laying around, and I wanted to give it a real try. So I did overpay for all of these GPUs. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you the rig in a little bit, and I'll tell you what it's making, if I'm using Windows or Linux. But let's get into it. It is an AMD rig, and we'll just go over all the parts really quick. So Core i3 for the processor. I am using the Prime Z390 for the motherboard. And as far as pricing goes on these, I was kind of surprised at how cheap some of this stuff was. I think I paid $150 for the processor and maybe $130 for the motherboard. And the price does vary. It does go up and down because in this market right now with what's going on, there is a lot of price gouging. So just be aware of that. But I picked this up again, $130 and around $150 for the processor. And just make sure everything is compatible if you're going to get into it. Now, as far as the GPU goes, it's again an AMD rig. So all my graphics cards are AMD cards. And I have 5 GPUs on the rig right now. 3 of them are the 5500 XT, which I'm very pleased with. For me, you guys tell me, you guys probably know more about this than I do, but I feel like they are very efficient cards, and I'm very happy with what they are producing as well as the wattage they are using. So 5500 XT here, Sapphire Pulse. I actually have 2 Sapphire Pulses, although one of them here, the 4GB version, this was actually the first card I bought. And I didn't realize I couldn't use a 4GB card really anymore to mine Ethereum. You can kind of do it on Hive OS, but the DAG right now is like 4.2. So using 4GB cards right now, really not, it's just sitting in the room right now, I'm not even using it. But I did pick up this card from MSI, a 5500 XT, 8GB, another Sapphire Pulse, 8GB, and I did have another one come in that is a Sapphire Pulse also 8GB. So I will be selling the 4GB card here, probably within the next week. And I'm also using on the rig, I did pick up a Sapphire Pulse 6700 XT, and I also picked up a 57, well, this is the other box. So the 5700 XT that I'm using doesn't have a box with it. It just came in without a box. So I'm running 3 5500 XTs, one 5700 XT, and one 6700 XT on the rig. And the risers I picked up from Amazon. I paid $50 for the risers. PNY SSD card, 128 gigabytes. I think I paid $60 for that. And overall, so the initial investment, and you always want to look at your return on investment, right? So my initial investment was a little more than I wanted to spend right out of the box, but I'm happy that I did it because I am bringing in income already. And I started this about 2 weeks ago. So the mining frame I'm using, you can see it here. It's just it's a basic mining frame. I got it on Amazon. I paid $60 for it. It did take about a month to get here, and it was even delayed a little bit. So it's nothing special. And it did come with 4 fans, which I was pleasantly surprised by. So $60, I didn't mind waiting a little bit for it to come because, again, price gouging, even on the frames, it's everywhere right now. So just be careful what you're going to spend if you're on a budget. So let's take a look at the rig, and then we'll go over my experiences, because spoiler alert again, I am a lifetime Mac user, iMacs. I've never used Windows basically since elementary school. And forget about Linux, I know nothing about that. So Windows is all new to me. It's like learning a new language. Let's take a look at the rig. So it did take me a little while to get the rig running nice and smooth. I did start out using Windows. I felt it would be easier for me to use Windows at first. And I did try a bunch of miners, Team Red, which is specifically for AMD cards, LOL Miner or LOL Miner, however you want to call it. I also tried Phoenix Miner. And I just had a lot of problems on Windows, and I would have to keep going and switching things around. And for somebody new, a newbie like me, trying to troubleshoot all of this, you know, it's a lot of time, a lot of watching videos, trying to figure out what's going on and what's wrong. And eventually I did get only up to about 4 GPUs running at one time smoothly. And I wanted to try something else. So I did go and check out Hive OS, and I did start to install Hive OS, and I'm gonna build out the farms using that. And it's been such a very nice transition. I'm very pleased that I learned how to do it. And I figured it out, and as soon as I installed Hive OS, it took maybe 5 minutes before everything was up and running. Right now I'm using Phoenix Miner, and I'm doing about 180 mega hash with the 5 GPUs. I'm using about 500 watts of power right now total with the whole system. So I am pretty pleased with that. And you know, eventually I'm gonna do a lot more videos like this. I will be doing a build video coming up, but I'm very pleased with how it went. Again, Windows for me is coming from an iMac for basically my whole life. Windows for me is very difficult, and just learning a new language, you know, on Hive OS, I'm basically just setting it up, you know, on the browser, and which, thank you for all of the videos from you guys, you know, Red Panda Mining, all you guys. I've learned a lot from watching your videos. But once I got Hive OS installed, I don't think I'll ever go back to Windows as far as mining goes. So again, on the rig, 5500 XT, 3 of them, a 5700 XT, a 6700 XT, all doing about 180 mega hash at 500 watts. You guys let me know if you think that's running efficient. The 5500 XTs are all doing about 28 mega hash at only about 60 watts. The 6700 XT is doing about 47 mega hash, and it's using about 118 to 120 watts. And the 5700 is doing about 53 mega hash, 50, it kind of varies, 52, 53 mega hash. I know I could bump that up a little bit if I really go in and overclock things, but I'm still learning about that. And I believe that's using about 120 watts of power. So I'm right around 180 total. Now, I will be doing another video soon. I do have some more GPUs coming in. I do have a 5500 coming, a 5600 XT, a 5700 XT, and I also have a 6900 XT already here, and I'm waiting for all the parts and the frame to come in. I will be doing a build on the channel moving forward, but I just wanted to introduce you guys to basically my new venture, what I'm getting into. Of course, you're still going to be getting headphones and earbuds and a lot of other videos that I do have in store. I've been a little sick lately. That's why you guys haven't seen me around too much. I had the back injury 2 weeks ago. Last week I was pretty sick. I thought I had COVID. I went and got tested 2 days ago. I came back negative, thankfully. But, oh yeah, one more thing. This thing, I'm using this to measure how much power I'm using at the wall. I think I paid 30 bucks for this on Amazon. I definitely recommend getting something like this because the wattage that it's showing on the software usually doesn't come out to be the same wattage you're actually using at the wall. So just be aware of that if you are going to get into mining. But I'm just inviting you guys to join me on this journey. I am super excited about this. It's a lot of fun for me. Not the software part, but the building part has been really enjoyable for me. And for now, I'm going to be just building AMD rigs. I just really enjoy that. And the NVIDIA ones I would like to get into, but they're a little more expensive and a little harder to get right now. But unless you want to overpay on eBay like I'm doing. But for now, I'm just going to stick with all AMD cards. And moving forward, we'll see how it goes. And I'll see what I can get done before this all changes next year or at the end of this year. But that's it, guys. I started mining. What do you guys think? Drop a comment below. I'll be back soon with plenty more videos. I have another video dropping probably every day this week coming up on headphones and earbuds. I do have another video tomorrow on some earbuds and a tablet on Monday. And we're just going to keep going from here, guys. That's it. I'll be back very soon. Enjoy your weekend, the rest of your weekend. But yeah, I started mining. Let me know what you guys think below. I'm a little crazy. I did overpay for it. But if I really want to do something, I'll go out of my way to get it done and try new things. So that's it, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.